All right, today I'm going to be installing the bar risers from Helibars for the Pan America 2022 Harley Davidson Pan America 1250 Special. This bike right here. I got them here on the table. I believe this is it from Helibars. Box here. And so this Pan America has a lot of these star shaped bolt heads. These ones. So the kit, the bike came with like a little kit, but it only had like two little ones and mostly not the right ones that I need. So I picked up a couple of these from Home Depot, this little set. But it's gonna be necessary to change out to this Helibars. So before I put on the Helibars, I'll show you. So basically sitting back straight, got pretty good reach. I find myself riding more like this instead of, you know, like this. The back's arched just a little bit forward, not as bad as it was on my Buell Ulysses, but I'm excited to see how this all goes. So join me with attaching this on the bike, you know. First thing I'm gonna have to do is remove this tank bag. With the tank bag in place, this goes like that. Don't really touch the controls. Touch the side of the bag right there at the moment without the Helibar extension. So the Helibar extension is going to go 2 inches up and 2 inches back, which will bring these more to like right here, hopefully. And then I don't know if I gotta adjust the angle of my handlebars. We'll figure all that out. So take this thing off, tank bag off, and hopefully it interacts with the tank bag well. I like to set the tank bag right there whenever I'm fueling. Get the door open, such. So this is Helibars Handlebar risers HR10163 for the 2020 Plus Pan America. All right, let's see if we open this up. I don't got sharp enough fingernails. Nope. My fingernails are not sharp enough to open this up. So hopefully my blade is. It's pretty dull, by the way. I use it quite often at work, but it's sharp enough to open up that tape. Let's see what we got going on here. I watched a video. Helibars did produce a video, short little video to watch on YouTube of their bars for the Pan America. So we got nice and wrapped in here. Looks like we got some Helibars, made in Maine, America's best. Little installation instructions. So guess I might have to do some reading. Alright, so I worked on getting the bike on a different angle here. Get the camera up a little bit closer. Helibars, got the instructions right here. Box. Open this up, got this nice and protected. This is the Helibar extension. And then also purchased this little thing goes up in here. I'll show you in just a moment. Paper. Inside the box there are, I'm guessing these are longer extension bolts than what comes on the Harley. Oh, and look, got some zip ties, some black zip ties, and looks like nice little sticker, comfort without compromise, Helibars. And then these are the M8 bolt covers, black bolt covers. There's 2 of them in there, so we'll see where those go. And then there's a warranty card. So fill out the warranty registration card after done. Okay, that's cool. Well, thank you, Helibars, for offering the warranty on here. Put those items back in the box for now. And I'm going to unwrap this here. And here it is. That Tour Performance. It says right there, Tour Performance. So basically, it's going to sit underneath this, underneath the bars. So it's going to bring this up, and I'm still able to use the original factory little bar clamps on there. They're going to move to here, so it'll be like 2 inches up and 2 inches back a bit. And then all right, so I'm gonna go read the instructions and then get this going on. And yeah, this little thing goes right here, little ram mount, you know, little ram mount ball. So this was an extra purchase. I think it was like $10 or something like that, but they designed this to go right there. In the video that I watched, you know, this hat wasn't all like shaped out. It was just like a big old chunk of aluminum right there. So I was surprised to see this nice and black, painted and shaped out nicely. So here we go. All right, so I am glad that I read the instructions to the Helibars installation. I'm not going to read them all to you. The beginning of this says, "Thank you for your purchase of our Helibars. They are designed to increase your long distance comfort and improve the handling of your sport motorcycle, and we feel confident you will enjoy them. Thank you, Helibars." One thing here in the beginning says, "Be sure to clean the fork tubes before installation." My fork tubes are clean. And then it's got some other stuff. The next page is warranty and return policy. That's stuff you need to read there. And then you start getting into the instructions. There's 10 things, but multiple items in some of those 10 things to do, with photos attached in the following pages. Refer to, there's a photo 1 and photo 2. There's a couple pages worth of photos going on there. And then a little information about their powder coated Helibars and such. And then on the back of it has a trailering with the Helibars instructions. Number 1 basically says cover fuel tank with protective material. So I actually have something perfectly for that. And this is what I have to cover it. Look at that. I got this at a local thrift store. I'm gonna pay, I thought there was a price tag. I think it was like 15 bucks. This is gonna go over the tank. A Harley blanket. And let's see what instruction number 2 is. to do. Remove the reusable rubber cable ties from the left and right sides of the handlebar. So that would be this right here and this right here. And you see a photo 1 and 2. So refer to 1 and 2 that this one. So this little rubber tie, just like this, real easy to take off there, and hopefully it'll be easy to put back on. Yep, it'll be easy to put back on. So I gotta keep track of these, so I'm removing both of these. There you go. Both of those are. And using a T29 screwdriver, remove the 2 screws securing the hand guard to the mount. See photo 3. The hand guard. So photo number 3, the hand guard pointing to this screw right there. It's actually not a T29. There was no T29s anywhere to be found, so I found that T30 is what actually is. I don't know what kind of tools they got up in Maine, but it ain't the same here. So right there says to loosen that. Remove the 2 screws securing the handguard to mount. That's photo 3, and pull the damper end of the handguard forward to disengage and set the handguard out of the way. So that will be this right here. So I want to remove these 2. One of these days I'm going to get different handguards, but for right now these ones will do just fine. And I did get some blue Loctite. There is no blue Loctite on there, so I will be putting some blue Loctite. I got the blue Loctite gel. So remove these 2. Okay, got those 2. Right that way, and the Harley handguard actually just like slides off there. It's not very secure on there. If it gets hit, it comes off. But anyhow, that's off there. I'm going to set these screws back in. Oh, nope, they actually screw in here, so I'm going to put them so I don't lose them back. All right, so that's part A of number 2. Part B of number 2. So C, loosen and remove 2 screws holding the front brake master cylinder in place. Hold on to mirror cap and set aside. Okay, so that's C photo 5. We'll go over here to photo 5, and that's these right here. So, and then photo 6 will be the next instruction. So let's see what's going on with remove electrical connector from master cylinder by pressing small tab on the bottom of the male connector. Can you see that screw right there? Yeah, that's the next one I'm gonna undo here. Okay, so same T30 right here. Okay, so loosen and remove both of these screws holding the master cylinder. Set that right there. Hold the mirror. I'm gonna hold it like this. Get a good grip on that, because this is gonna come out, and then this cap is holding the mirror mount. It's on there, so that comes off like that. I'm gonna set that there just for now. And now we got the master cylinder coming off there, like that. And then by pressing the small tab up on the bottom of the male connector. see photo 6. Photo 6, right here. Remove the electrical connector from the master cylinder by pressing small tab up on the bottom of the male connector. Okay, so fingers up underneath here and pretty much at the base of the male connector right here, press up. A little click. There it comes out, just like that. Okay. All right, so on part E, feed the master cylinder carefully down between the handlebar and the wire loom. So this wire loom down here, I gotta feed the master cylinder between that and the handlebar right here. So carefully do that. I'm gonna enter this way. Sorry about moving the camera. Trying to scratch the paint. Okay. Let's see here. So I did 7. Just did 7, and that's what it looks like. So on the back side, the master cylinder was fed through between the bar and this wire loom, fed it through there. And so now on number 8, to remount the master cylinder to the right side of the handlebar and carefully position wire loom as shown in photo 8. Okay, so I got it. I haven't installed it yet, but the instructions are so that wire loom is coming down here. There's like 2 wires that are protected, and then there's the connector right there, and then here's the banjo bolt area for the master cylinder. So it's going to be sitting snug in between the little cradle area right there. So let's make that happen. Okay. That. I'll put that back in there for now. Then, okay, reconnect this here. It's all gonna make sense for too long. This one back on there. I'm just gonna like kind of tighten this just a little bit, not fully, so it don't slide around. The next step is put the mirror cap assembly back into place. Install screws and tighten, starting with the top screw first. I did that. Reconnect wire connector. See red arrow in photo 9. Photo 9, got the wire connector. I already did that, but I started with the top screw and bottom screw, tighten them up. Carefully position and remount right hand guard, making sure to tighten the top screw first. Okay, so putting that hand guard back on now. So this snaps into place right there. That does. Take these screws out. Yeah, okay. Above the banjo bolt. Just gonna get this kind of in the ballpark tight, and then I'll come back and set stuff with Loctite after a bit. We're going to be removing those T45 star bolts there, and placing the handlebars down here and covering some stuff so stuff don't get scratched. Hold on just one moment, and that is going to be on number 3. Loosen and remove the screws and caps. Hold on to bars to keep them from flopping down. Use a T45 Torx. Place a rag around the handlebars to keep them from contacting the star risers. Okay. Right, going to get this T45. I had to run to the store to buy. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take it off with. I'll use the T45 to set the. This is a T45, so I'm gonna kind of loosen this one, loosen that one, and loosen this one, and loosen that one, and catch the bars so they don't fall. Fairly easy. Definitely will be putting the Loctite on here. So loosen that. Loosen this one. There. And loosen this one. Oh, it's already a little loose. That's why it's good to have Loctite, you know. Okay, get the blue Loctite so you can reposition. I mean, you can take this bolt out if you need to. Red Loctite is a little bit more permanent, not super permanent, but need like heat or something to release the red Loctite. So get the blue Loctite. There goes the bars. I caught it. Okay, I'm gonna let them down slowly here while I take out these. So you got one bolt. Right there, no washer. No washer right there. Okay, so compared to these, they are actually the same size on there. So let's see where they need to be applied. There's 4 in here and I got 4 here, but there might be some that need to be applied somewhere else. So haven't got got that far in the instructions. I read it by real quick, but now I'm actually like paying attention more to the instructions. So take the rest of these out here. Oh, you hear that bug? That's a cicada bug. Oh yeah, love the cicada bug. I named my youngest daughter. Named my daughter Cicada. Cicadence. Cicadence is her name. Named her after the cicada bug and dancing and cadence. So cicada has a cicadence. Cicadence has a cicadence. Dance like a cicada. Alright, so there's 4 of those removed. Right there. I got a little bit of a pocket right here in this blanket, so I'm just going to set these right there in that pocket along with these and see. Okay, so this is facing forward this way, and on the instructions it calls this an island. This little bump right there, that's an island. So it says keep the island forward, so just in case it did fall and needed to do something different with it, make sure you get placed right, properly back. So get those right there and get on to the next part of the instructions. Alright, so on part 4, place the left side control housing wire loom behind the left riser. So that is going to be this right here. Let's see, raise this up, bar up. So move bar up forward just a little bit. There's this wire right there between, so behind the riser right there, keeping this one. This is your clutch cable right there. Leave it on the front side. And this one is now running between these and not on the outside. And then also it says to remove the brake, what does it say? Okay, what's the actually words? Place the right side control housing wire loom. You will need to temporarily remove front brake hydraulic line from its wire stay to move wire loom behind right side riser. So basically, there's like a little S hook sort of thing that this wire, oh not wire, but this tube for the brake fluid comes out of that little S hook thing. Okay, so it says to place the left wire housing, place the left side control housing wire loom behind the left riser. I did that. And then see photo 12. Place the right side control housing wire loom. It just stops right there, so I'm guessing that they're talking about this. Place the right side control housing wire loom. So this right side control housing wire loom is going to go, this is just a temporary removal of that there, so that this right side can come over there like that. Okay, and that'll go back in there like that. Okay, and then all right, so it says set the adapter on a rag and locate the 4 M8 by 30 socket head cap screws. See photo number 14. So photo number 14, you got 4 of those. So in this little pocket right here, got those 4 M4 M830, M8 by 30 right there. All right, it says to wipe off the tops of the factory handlebar risers and put adapter in place. Start all 4 screws and thread them most of the way down. Start with the 2 forward screws closest to the instruments and torque them to 15 foot-pounds. Torque rear 2 screws to 16 foot-pounds. See photo 15. Okay, so I'm just gonna clean off the top of these mounts here. A little bit of rubbing alcohol on there. Okay, just like that, and like that. Put that there. I'm gonna grab this mount. Ooh, look at that mount. Yes, sir. Okay, that's gonna go move these bars back just a little bit. Right there. Okay, looking nice. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this. Grab these 4. And some blue. I got this thread locker blue gel from O'Reilly's. I've always used like the squeeze bottle, but see how this gel applies. Hopefully the gel applies well. It's pretty hot outside. It's kind of like baby blue. And going to insert in the hole. Yep. Insert the first bolt. Get it kind of started. Insert the second bolt. Get it kind of started. Right there. Almost. Okay. Got it finger started. No cross threading going on. All right. And then I'm gonna grab the torque wrench. Okay, to torque those down to 16 foot-pounds, I had to run in town and get a torque wrench, and found this 3/8 drive 120 to 960 inch-pounds torque wrench. It's it came with like a little paper inside of it that gives a little table, conversion table, and it says down here that 1 foot-pound equals 12 inch-pounds. So I need 16 foot-pounds. So there's 16 times 12. Had to go do some math on my phone. So that's going to equal 192 inch-pounds. Brand new tool. I didn't want to get one of them really large ones because I'll probably carry this on my bike with me. You know, just in case I gotta torque something. Get this. This is actually a 6mm 3/8 drive 6mm hex bit socket right here for these provided bolts. These M8 bolts that Helibars provides. The 6mm socket. I actually had to run into town and get one. There's a few things that I did not have. So pull that thing off there. Put it on here. So I got basically torque these top ones first to 16 foot-pounds. And so we're gonna torque them down to the right torque. Right, so sitting in there. Up there, 16. Click. All right. So that one's in there. 2 clicks. 1, 2 clicks. Keep the party going here. Put it down in there. I just kind of put them in there before putting a thread lock on them to just get them all lined up. This is not chapstick, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real deal thread lock. Turn them finger tight. Good and finger tight. Right there. Work on. Come over to this one. I'm getting it tighter. 1, 2, right? Starting to snug up. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Both those are 16 foot-pounds. All right, let's see what's next here. Now carefully position the handlebars into the mounts. Adjust left or right to center them and place one of the caps over the bar. This is the cap. So, and then after, it says orient the cap so that the end with the island on the base is facing forward, just like how they came off. This is the island, the little raised part. So just how they came off, we're gonna go back onto right there. All right, it says see photo 16. So, here's photo 16. That's the little island that it's talking about, this little raised part. Right, there's photo 15. And that's the back 2 right there. We had to so tighten those 2 and then tighten these 2. So now I'm getting ready to put this on there. We are currently in the number 7 part of the instructions here. So carefully put the handlebars back up on here. Let's see if I can get these handlebars up here without shaking the camera too much. Start both screws. So put that one up there and just start that screw. Put this one with the island up there and Grab this one from my finger, put it in there. Start both screws, adjust bar up and down, and snug forward screw first. Get this one snug. Adjust bar up and down, snug forward screw, install second cap and screw, install second, see this one's still loose, so put that there. Make sure to snug forward screw first, make sure the bar is adjusted, and then torque the forward 2 screws to 16 foot-pounds. Followed by the rear screws, use a T45 Torx. See photo 17. T45 Torx. Now I had to go into town and buy it earlier too. Man, I had to go to town 2 times. I thought I had the right tools. Right there. Now it says to do the back ones. Okay, so start. I get all 4 of these screws on here, but do the left side first. Start both screws. Let's try that right there. Nice and snug. This one. As I'm snugging this, the handlebars are kind of like going down, so put them back up. All right, now do the same thing on this side. Snug the front one first. Snug, that is snug. Bring that one. All right, now change it over to the torque. Make sure the bar is adjusted and torque the forward 2 screws to 16 foot-pounds, followed by the rear screws. 1, 2, that's 16. 1, 2 at 16. 1, 2 at 16. 1, 2 at 16. All right, well, hope that's nice and sturdy. Yep. And then, so it says, using one of the cable ties provided, place it around the clutch hydraulic line. The clutch hydraulic line and the left side wire loom and tighten it. Okay. Place cable tie at narrow part of the riser. So I'm thinking like right here. There's already one cable tie down low. But let's see photo 18. Let's see what's in photo 18. You can see this on photo 18. So pinch it down. So that's the narrow part of the riser. So here's the Helibar. Come around, getting the clutch cable and this wiring loom. Wrapped at the narrow part of the Harley. The Harley riser that's still on there. I do not have my flush cuts with me. I don't know where they're at, but this will work just fine. Then one on the other side. Number 9, after I cut off the remainder on number 8, says place the second cable tie provided around the right wire loom and the top of the right side handlebar. Stock riser as shown in photo 19. Do not put the cable tie around the front brake hydraulic line. Trim the excess. Okay, see in photo 19 that it is not around the hydraulic line. The hydraulic line is sitting in its little retainer clip, but this is now going around the harness in the lower part of this riser right there. So let's make that happen. In there, and cut off the excess. Alright, so the last instruction: carefully reposition the rubber cable ties around the bars in the control housing wire looms. See photo 20. Move the bars to full left and right side steering stops and check that nothing pulls too tight or that the bar components contact stationary parts. Adjust bars if necessary. Okay, so I might have to drop these back down because I'm not sure if this is too tight or not, but at least let's put these back on like it shows in photo 20 right here. So you put that one back on and that one back on. All right, so start with this one. Okay. That. There. Trust me, I'm a professional. Well, I believe that the handlebars are too far forward, but as far as these things can twist this way, the controls and all that can like be turned back this way. But I'm gonna try it by just loosening these up and pulling the bars back just a little bit and then tighten those back up here. About there. That definitely feels, earlier whenever I was sitting straight back, I was kind of like reaching for this position. Now this is just like kind of just straight up back and comfortable position. Like that, I'm not reaching too far forward to be upright. So I'm gonna try it that. Alright, once again, torque the top ones first. Let's do this one. One, two, bottom ones. One, two. One, two. All right. Yep. See how that does. Before we do anything to the right. Left. Okay. Doesn't seem like anything is too tight on the on there. I am going to test out placement of my tank bag. Mounting straps one right side here, on the left side, on the back side here. Normal. Nothing seems to be pulling. It is definitely taller. That's for sure. Interesting. Right, power came on. Haven't messed up anything with the power. I got the bar riser. I got the bar riser on there. I got to go ride down on the main road so we can see how it Alright, so today I installed the Helibars 2-inch riser. It's like 2 inches back, 2 inches upwards. Finally got around. I've had it for a couple weeks and finally got around to actually getting it installed and recorded as best as I could. Got a little bit of a time constraint today. It's definitely going to need some time. make sure you read the instructions really good and pay attention and have a little bit of understanding if something doesn't sound exactly clearly. But man, I just gotta say I'm thoroughly happy after riding today. I didn't go on no 100-mile ride or nothing, but I did go right on the highway for a little while, and man, I feel way more relaxed and in the dirt. I feel way more confident. My body position, super, way much better, man. Way much better. Uh, yeah, it didn't have any. I didn't have any complications with my bars hitting the Harley tank bag at all. That's one thing that I was concerned with in the beginning, but it's sitting just right. I do have. When I set it, when I set the bars in place, I actually twisted the bars a little more forward than they were when I got the bike. So the controls are just a little bit more tilted. All I have to really do is tilt the controls backwards. But I really like the position that it's in. Nothing is too tight up here. Nothing is under too much stress. There's wire looms and such. All the cables, like with the instructions that they had to move the wire looms on the inward side of the factory risers. Much better. Yeah, I got to go on a little bit of off-road with my buddy Carl, my neighbor Carl. He had his KLR 650, which sounds like an angry hog. And this sounds like a sewing machine. Not even an angry sewing machine. This sounds like a busy sewing machine. But yeah, man. So my riding position, you know, just standing. It just felt really good. I was able to shift, shifting first and shifted into first and shifted into second fairly well. Standing up and maneuvered around, and when I was riding off road, was able to. I felt just really in control, a lot more. I don't have a whole lot of off-road experience, but this definitely makes me feel like I'm gonna have a lot more relaxed approach to learning with some proper training, Right, man. So when I started the video before I even installed it, I did like a little bit of back straight up, sit in my seat and back straight up, and in the I don't know if you could tell, but I was like leaning forward a little bit to grab the handle, the grips. I was leaning forward to grab the grips. Now it's just, I feel like the bike is more part of me now. My shoulders are relaxed, my arms are relaxed. I can focus much better than, get leaning forward and such. In the cornering, I felt more relaxed and focused and balanced, much better. So 2 thumbs up, Helibars. Y'all check out www.helibars, HELIBARS.com. This is for, they made this one specifically for the Pan America. I believe they've been in service for about like 30 years or something like that. Can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, 30 years. But yeah, thank y'all for checking this out. Thank you, Carl, for riding with me out there in the dirt. And just want to give a big shout out to Jimmy, the bearded biker. He didn't really tell me anything about this, but he has a Pan America also. I think now he has a 2022. His wife had a 2021, I believe. And now he is one of the service members over at American Eagle Harley Davidson in Carthage, Texas. And so he's really easy to talk to, and he's got a really cool YouTube channel talking about all kind of bike stuff. But also, if you've got the Pan America, he's got a Pan America to talk about and all that. So check him out, Jimmy, Jimmy, the Bearded Biker. Yeah. All right. Thank y'all. Have a good one.